recording. Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to talk a little bit about this booking power plan. It is, I don't know if you've gotten through the all the videos, but it is really good. Like, it's great information. And if you haven't watched the videos, some of what I'm going to say is going to sound like Chinese. So in order for this to work the way it's supposed to work, you got to go back and watch the videos. And I know that it takes time to do that, but if you'll block it off and you understand the concept of this, and you understand and get the ideas from the people in the videos, it's going to work so much better for you. And I think you're going to be like, I believe it's going to like create major amounts of momentum in your business. Like, I have never in my 20 years seen any system like this that just builds and builds and builds, and that momentum is going to take off like crazy. But you got to work the system the way they say work it. And they even say in the videos, it's got to be done the way they say. You can't take a shortcut. You can't go and try to figure it out. You got to really look at doing it the way they said do it. So don't try to take the shortcut. Before I get into that, though, I want you to text me tonight if you are committed to go into seminar, because I'm creating a Voxer group for everybody that's planning to go. This doesn't mean that you're set in stone to go. It just means that you're 99.9% sure that you are going. Because in that Voxer group, I'm going to start to leave like plane ticket stuff, and I'm going to start to leave what you need to wear, and I'm going to start to leave the agenda and things that are going to take place there. And also, I want to plan a dinner just for our group in Texas, and some other exciting things I won't share right now. So if you're going to be there, I need to know if you're planning to be there so I can see if we have enough people to do our own event. And then also these other things that I'm planning, we have to have a certain number of people to do it. So I need to know who's going. So if you can text me now and tell me if you're planning to go. Just say I'm committed to seminar. So if you'll go ahead and text me that now, if you can. If not, do it tonight before you go to bed. So that I can put you in that. We do have a career chat tomorrow night, so make sure you are inviting guests to be on that, because that's how you're going to build your team. So you want to be a part of that. I want to do that every Monday. So anybody that you are interested in adding to your team, they need to be on that call. If they have had a facial but they've never seen me or met me, it would be great for them to be on that call. We do have Tuesday night is our MK Buck shopping night, and we're doing potluck. So if you didn't sign up to bring something when Amy passed the sheet around on Tuesday, please message me and I'll let you know kind of what we have already, and you can pick something maybe that we don't have. We're trying not to have so many of the same thing, if you'll let me know that. And we're starting something new this Tuesday. Every Tuesday I want to do it, and I'll just get there early, like at 3 o'clock. And anybody who wants to come early can come early, and you can work your business. You can ask me questions. You can hear me make phone calls and do interviews. You can set up interviews during that time. You can set up facials during that time. I'm calling it Power Hour with Paula. And this Tuesday, I'm going to do it from 3 to 4, but I have something I have to go and do. So I won't be there after 4, but you can certainly stay there and work or whatever. So you can use the studio, more or less. And then we are still about 9 $600 wholesale orders, or you can do a $450. We're kind of counting both of those by the end of the month. That the $450 wholesale will get you your pink bag, and $600 wholesale gets you the pink bag and puts you on target for star. So if you're planning to do that, I need to know that as well, because we don't want to miss our get on target for Cadillac. We have to do that to be considered on target and go on to do Cadillac by the end of June. So that's where we are, and that's what we need. So if you're committed, if you need ideas, if you need my help, faces, obviously having lots of faces booked for Tuesday night and all this week, calling every customer you have for reorders, all of those things is what's going to make you hit those goals. So work on that. Text me if you're committed to that so I can punch the numbers and see where we are. Obviously, I'm working on it. I'm calling people in our unit to see if I can help all of you get your teams active and things like that. So know that I'm working on that. I want to read you some statistics on sales. These are some sales stats. They actually do cover this in one of the videos, but I wanted to read it to you again because it's really eye-opening. So I'm going to read it to you again so that you can kind of grasp it, even if you've heard it already. Maybe this will help you. But 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. So don't let that be you. That's almost half, you guys. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. So you want to make sure you're following up. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and then they stop. And then 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and then they stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. So you need to know these stats because that's going to help you work this system that I'm getting ready to share a little bit more information with you. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Just 2%. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. And 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. So what does that tell us? We're not following up enough. Because if it means that 80% are made on the 5th contact and most of us are stopping at 2 or 3 or maybe even 1, then we're not making enough contacts, right? And I know you're all shaking your head and saying, yes, ma'am, that's correct. So we want to really look at those statistics and watch these videos so that we can be on track and follow this plan to the T. You got to watch the videos. I can't stress that enough. If you did not watch the videos, you got to go back immediately and watch the videos or it's not going to work. So make sure you do that. You will get MK bucks for every day that you complete at least 10 contacts. And that, if you haven't watched the videos, that doesn't make sense yet, but it will. Your goal is to make 10 contacts a day in this program. When you do that and text me a picture of your contacts where you did it, you're going to get MK bucks every single day. And so I'm going to share a little bit with you, and then I'm going to go back and give you kind of your challenge for tonight. But I want to run through a couple of things that really stood out to me when I watched the videos. Number one, you got to have a mindset shift. We're all walking around. I've heard many of you say this. Nobody wants to book with me. I can't get bookings. I can't get people to hold parties. I've heard all of those things. And so I want to encourage you to change your thought process, to change your language, to have an affirmation that you say every day that says, everybody wants to book with me. Everybody loves me. Everybody books with me and has a good time at my party. You've got to create that in your brain or else it's never going to happen. So you got to have a mindset shift. Your mindset shift also needs to be that I build my business with parties, because when you build your business with parties, guess what? Your team members are going to build their business with parties. And if you don't build your business with parties, neither will your team. And anybody that comes in on your team is not going to expect that that's the way they run their business. And guess what? Mary Kay founded this business on the party. It was all created around the party. We need to get back to the kitchen table, as we all heard at Career Conference, and we need parties. So you need to believe that people will book with you, they're going to hold parties with you, and that they're going to like you, love you, buy from you, and share you with their friends. Believe it right now. When you hold parties, I've talked to a lot of you about confidence. When you don't have confidence, it's because you haven't held enough appointments, you haven't talked to enough people, you haven't got on that phone enough, you haven't texted enough. You don't have confidence in what you're doing because you're not doing it. So you've got to build your confidence by holding the parties, by doing the booking, by spending the time and being consistent every single day. And that's what this system is going to create. But on the video, if you watch it, she tells you that you'll start to see big results after 10 days of doing it. So you've got to do it every day so you start to see the results, and then keep doing it so you keep getting the results. This product sells itself. The number one thing we've got to do as consultants is we've got to book every single day, because then when we book, we hold parties and we have sales and we have people to recruit. So you've got to do that. The referral game that all of you have seen me do is a huge part of this system, because you need referrals to be able to book new people. And so the referral game that we do with the tickets is huge. You've got to get really good at it. Like, you've got to be on fire about it. And in the video, she talks about the fabulous referral game. And you may have even had a link in your email, I think it was attached, for you to click on the fabulous referral game. But I'm choosing not to use a separate sheet of paper. I don't want to hand them all this paper to fill out. I feel like we're already having them fill out enough. And I don't want to take away my Pondered Pink sheet because that gives me a lot of vital information to tell me what her needs are and what she's thinking about the business. So, and this is not a recruiting class, it is a class on booking, but the Fabulous Referral Game is the same thing we already do. It's the same thing we already do. So on the bottom of our customer profile sheet that you can print out from my website, that is the Fabulous Referral Game. So you don't have to print that extra sheet out and use an additional sheet unless that's just what you want to do. But I am choosing to use my customer profile sheet that has the 20 referrals on the bottom of the sheet because it's all on one sheet. It's the same thing. So you're basically going to go through, and she's giving you in the video, she's telling you exactly everything to do. But she talks a lot about, and I'm not going to go into it because you've got to watch the video. She talks about why not talking while they're doing that, playing music, not opening your mouth until they've filled out the sheet. She talks about giving them a prize. The first one to get the sheet filled out, they get a prize. I love that. We haven't been doing that, so we're going to tweak that. And they are going to get tickets for every name and number they put on there still, but the first person finished with her sheet gets a prize. So that has changed. And there's a couple of other tweaks and changes that we're going to make, but I want you to watch the video so you can hear it straight from them because they're doing it, it's working for them, and we're going to do it, and it's going to work for us. And then she has like a closing sheet. There's a couple of tweaks we're going to do on that. But you talk follow-up appointment the whole entire time you're working with them, and really get in there. She tells you even how to close your appointment, step by step, what you need to do to close that appointment. So watch the video so you learn straight from her how to close this appointment. And then she teaches you how to text and call and book these people, all the referrals that you're getting. And there is a system, and it's very systematic. And those of you that are like C personalities and love details and love step-by-step instructions, you're going to love this because she's giving you step-by-step instructions on how to track calling the referrals. I have a system, but my system is not as detailed as hers, and it's not something that I've kind of been able to help you guys repeat. This system is kind of what I do, but in more detail, and it's showing you how to repeat the system. And so that's why you need to really dig in, print everything out, look at it. She's going to teach you what everything is, all the little details. If you've printed out that booking power plan and you've read through it, it teaches you some of the details, but you learn more of the details when you listen to the videos. So let me look at my notes and see what else I wanted to tell you. Okay, so you've got to have a planner and you've got to get good at tracking. So she's going to teach you again why you want to put things into your planner and what the system is to put them in there. And you want to kind of follow along with what she's doing and then track your progress. So a track number grows. So obviously what I want you to do is, like I said, watch the videos and then implement the system starting tomorrow and see what kind of results you get from doing exactly what she says. And I'm going to kind of give you the first step tonight of what you need to do tonight to get ready. But if I were you and I haven't watched the videos, the first thing I would do, if you have time tonight before you go to bed, watch the videos. Because then you're going to be so excited. Like, I didn't watch all the videos, I'm being honest, until today. I didn't have time, and many of you haven't had time. But I sat down today and I watched the videos, and I'm like on fire about it. I can't wait for tomorrow for me to make my 10 contacts because I'm ready to put it into the system and track it, and so that I can see what kind of results I'm going to get and how fast I'm going to get them. And also, I'm excited about it because I know that people I'm meeting and referrals that I'm getting and my customers even are not going to fall through the cracks anymore. I know all of you, some of you are new and some of you are seasoned, but I have people all the time that fall through the cracks because I didn't have a firm system of follow-up. I would call them that first time, but then they kind of slip away if I don't go back to it. This system puts everything in place for you to go back to that contact over and over again until you've contacted her 5 times. And so you're falling in the statistics of 80% of the sales are made after the 5th contact. And so she's never going to fall through the cracks. You're going to handle her like you would, like if you were running a corporation whatever their system is for follow-up, that's what you're doing with her. Okay, so, and it tells you on there everything you need to be able to create this. So watch the video and you'll know. I know I keep saying that, but I'm telling you, it is hugely important that you do that. So what I want you to do tonight is I want you to make a list before you go to bed. Do this list first and text me what I'm getting ready to tell you. And then go back and watch the videos if you haven't done that. That's like your homework. And you got to get that done by tomorrow night. If you can't do it tonight, it has to be done before you lay your head on the bed tomorrow night. Because if you don't do it, you will get behind and you will be kicking yourself for getting behind on this. Because I think time is of the essence. So tonight before you go to bed, what you're going to do is you're going to write out your list of 30 contacts. And you're going to list their telephone numbers. These are the first 30 people that you're going to start with the system. You're going to start to implement these 30 people into the system. So I want you to start with your customers. And if you don't have 30 customers, then you're going to pick up, let's say you have 15 customers, people who are buying skincare, who've used facial or whatever. After that, you're going to start with referrals, people that have been referred to you at your appointments. Or you could put people in that place that you want to facial but never have. People you know, but they've never had a facial. So start with your customers and then work to the people who you know that haven't been facialed and then referrals. I want you to come up tonight with a list of 30 names and telephone numbers. And I want you to just write them on a list. Okay, if you've printed out the power plan, you could I want you to put 10 people on each sheet. I think the power plan sheets that are printed out, for the tracking sheets, you're going to the tracking sheets, and across the top, there's a little section that says day 1, day 2, or day 4, day 7, day 11. It tells you the different days. So you're going to take 3 of those sheets, and you're going to put 10 people, names and numbers, on each sheet. Okay? When you've done that, you're going to text me a picture of that. And I'm going to give you MK Bucks Tuesday night for texting me a picture of your 30 names and numbers. So that's all you have to do tonight to get that. When you do that, in addition to your MK Bucks, I'm going to email you additional scripts that you can use. So you've already gotten some scripts, and the videos teach you how to use those. I'm going to send you some additional scripts. And I promise you, you'll never have to ask me again, what script do I use? Because these scripts are everything you need to book. You'll never have to create one. You're never going to have to figure it out again. This is it. Forever and ever and ever. Amen. So you're going to text me that, your 30 contacts, and then tomorrow, you're going to go into your calendar tonight, and you're going to go ahead and plan 30 minutes to an hour, and it can be split up into 15-minute increments or whatever. And you're going to plan when you're going to do your 10 contacts tomorrow. And you're going to use the scripts and those tracking sheets to track this. Okay? So tonight you're going to text me a picture of your 30 contacts and their names on your 3 sheets. You're going to put 10 on each sheet. And then I'm going to email you the additional scripts when I get that. And then tomorrow you're going to do your 10 contacts whenever you plan in your calendar tonight to do that. And then tomorrow night, you're going to text me a picture of that. Like where you did your 10 contacts and you filled in the date or whatever, and the information. The sheets, the documents you got, walk you through what to put on the sheet. So go back and read the details of what goes in the sheet. Every day for the next 21 days, you're going to do 10 contacts a day. And at night before you go to bed, you're going to text me a picture of your 10 contacts. It doesn't matter what the results are. But you're going to make contact with 10 people a day. Just 10. You can do it in the morning, in the evening. You can split it up and do 5 in the morning, 5 in the evening. I don't care how you do it. But by 9 o'clock every day, I want you to text me a picture of your 10 contacts. Those of you who do this will be successful. If you don't do it, you're missing out. I want you to make a commitment tonight that you're going to do this no matter what. 10 contacts a day in this system, doing it the way they said do it. Okay, so a couple of things that are coming up that I want to tell you about. We are doing, well, I've already told you about the power hour with me on Tuesdays. And then we're going to start something called the Think Tank. And the Think Tank is where we're going to get together as a unit. Anybody that can come, I'm going to do it on a Saturday at lunchtime. So if we do makeovers at 10 o'clock in the morning at the studio, when the makeovers are done, whoever wants to can either be there and go with us if you're there working, doing makeovers, or you can meet us at noon at a restaurant. And it's sort of our unit day out. Like we were doing the dinner out at night. That gets kind of late for a lot of us, especially those of you who have kids. So sometimes I know you don't go because of that. So we're going to do it on a Saturday. And if you're there doing makeovers at 10, you're already out working. You can take another hour and go eat before you go home or go do whatever you need to do. And during this time, we're going to discuss the next month and maybe the quarter and the events that are going to come up, because you guys are going to be a part of all the planning process. You know, I plan things for us and plan things for y'all, but I want you to be a part of it. So I'm going to ask you to put on your creative mind and bring that with you when you come to the Think Tank. And the first one is going to be in April on a Saturday. I can't remember the date and I don't have it in front of me, but you are going to get a calendar this week. At the Italian restaurant, the new Italian restaurant on Celebration. So it'll be at noon on a Saturday there. So it's called the Think Tank, and you're going to get, there's going to be a picture that goes out about that this week. So I am excited because we got a lot to wrap up this week. And I know y'all are working hard. Like I've heard from a lot of you today. And you're committed to working hard to put your $600 in so you can be a star. I can't tell you how many of you have told me that. So I'm so excited. If you hadn't told me that, please text me tonight so that I can punch the numbers with your commitment. And then a lot of you are wanting that pink bag. So the 600 gets you the pink bag and it puts you on target for star. So work on that. Text me what your plans are for your order. Even if it's a 225, it helps us. If you need to get active, get active. Whatever it takes, work your business like crazy until Thursday. And if you can get it in by Wednesday, even better. Because Thursday, the computers get locked up. It takes a lot of time to get things done. So if you can get your order in by Wednesday, that's even better for everybody. So go back and watch the videos if you hadn't done that. Be sure to text me what your plans are for your order this month. Even if you're not planning to order anything else, please let me know that so I'll know that you are like done. But here's the deal. All of us could place a 225 or 500 or 1,000 by Thursday if we wrap our brain around it. So text me what your plans are to make an order by Thursday so you can get it in for the end of the month. Remember, orders that go in the first 5 days of the month always take longer. So what you get in now is going to be better. And then you're going to text me your list of 30 contacts on your 3 different pages. And then you're going to text me tomorrow, make a note in your calendar right now to text me your sheet with your 10 contacts with the notes you made when you called them. So those are different things that you're going to send me. Does anybody have questions so far? This is a new system, and I know it's going to take some getting used to. If you have questions, you can actually send me a message through chat, or you can actually unmute and talk to me.
I actually sent a message through the chat.
Someone sent me a message. I don't know if you all can see it. I think it was a private message, but like, what are we telling our contacts, or what are you sending our contacts? Well, in the video, she tells you this is a new system. So to start over with your contacts. And if you ask them to order or you ask them to do a facial with you, it really kind of doesn't matter because this is a brand new system. And she tells you the words to say in there. In fact, I typed them out. Let me see if I can find it for you really quick so I can tell you what she said to say to them. Oh, this is what she said say. I'm working with a brand new program and I really need your help. You are one of the first women I get to offer this new program to. So you're making it like it's special for them. And so you're putting them in the system, sending them a text message based on if they're a customer, you're going to go into the text messages that I sent you already, and it tells you what to say to them. If you're a brand new consultant, it tells you what to say. If it's a person that you handed your card to in line at the grocery store, it tells you what to say. That's called a warm chatter lead, by the way. So it doesn't matter whether you've sold to them or they've done a makeover. You can tell them this is a brand new system. Okay, somebody else is asking me who the 30 people are supposed to be. And the 30 people, I want you to start with your existing customers. Tell them it's a new system, that you need their help, that you're trying to get trained on it, and that you want, since they're your customer, you know they love you even if you make a mistake, and you want to start with them. And then from there, go outside of that to people that you know that you haven't facialed yet. Tell them that you're working on a new system and you need people to try it. And then from there, go to referrals, like people that were referred to you. And even if you contacted the referrals a week ago or a month ago, it doesn't matter, because this system is going to teach you follow-up like never before. And follow-up is so key. So let me see if we have any more questions real quick. Anybody else? Take another second if you need to and ask me a question. I'd love it if y'all would also give me feedback about the Zoom. I know some of you are on the line through calling in and some of you are on video. So I'd love feedback on it. You can call in for sure, but I want you to know, I want you to try to get Zoom downloaded so that you can see me and I can see you. And because there's going to be some training that I do where I'll take you into my computer and show you things that are in my computer. And I'm getting messages already that some of you love Zoom. I do too. I'm so excited about it. I can't stand it. So I'm glad you're loving it. And I love that y'all can send me messages and I can do that. So it's really exciting. The only thing is I can only be on here like 40 minutes. So unless I pay for it. And so far I hadn't paid. I'm doing the basic. So if we see that we need more time, I will pay and we'll just add more time. But I think a lot of you probably would like me to keep it at 40 minutes just because of having kids and having other things you need to do anyway. So we're going to try to keep it at 40 minutes or less. So if there are no other questions, let me check that one more time. I don't see any other questions. I want to read you something that I wrote down today that someone said at when I went to career conference. I heard it in my director meeting, and I also heard it when I went to see Linda Tupin a couple weekends ago. And this is what they said. All the training in the world is no good to you unless you apply what you learn to your business. So watching these videos, you need to do it. But if you don't apply it, if you don't take what you learn from those videos and go put it into that system and work that system over and over and over and over again, it was for nothing. And me talking to you tonight, it's nothing if you don't apply it. So I want you to apply this information to your business so that you can soar in your business, because I know that's what's going to happen when you do this. I'm making a promise to you. If you do this system the way you're supposed to do it, you will soar. Your business is going to take off like crazy. There's going to be car drivers. There's going to be red jackets. There's going to be DIQs and directors because of this system. So I want you to work it like crazy this week. Like, put it in place. But you need to be selling too. So I want you to do your 10 contacts a day and make that happen, and then work on getting your sales done and do your appointments that you already have scheduled so that you can finish your star or go on target for star this month by Thursday. So I'm going to leave you with that. I want you to just make a commitment. Text me your commitment. Text me your list of contacts. Let me know what you're planning to order so we can punch these numbers, because we are going to be a Pink Cadillac unit, and you guys are the reason why. It's because of you. You are the dream believers. So I'm so proud and excited for you. We do have 9 people on tonight. That is exciting. And remember, when we have 10, I draw for a prize. So your team members that aren't here, your sister consultants that aren't here tonight, we want to encourage everybody to be on next week when we do this again. And it'll be a brand new topic. And April is going to be full of amazing events and amazing training. So you don't want to miss any of that. So we'll be talking more about that Tuesday night at the meeting. But I can't wait to see you guys then. Don't forget to text me tonight. Go do your 30 contacts and watch those videos. Have a great night.
Good night.